informational medicine in modern age. It's of course homeopathy. Yes? I mean, if you read the organon, it's like showing you the principles, the laws of informational medicine from A to Z. I could actually just give this as the Bible for using the core system. And we'll talk about more and more what examples are there for the fact that Hahnemann knew 200 years ago that there is something that's not energy, that can disturb and that can cure. And that's the problem that people today have. Physicists, they can maybe accept that, well, you maybe, some of them already can accept that tense units, like units that apply energy, like in form of electricity or magnetic applicators, that they can cure. But they could not accept that something like homeopathy, where there is not even a substance inside of this globule or the alcohol mixture, can do anything. Why? Because one of those minds who programmed us today was Albert Einstein. And what did he say about what is our world made up of? That's the religion of the 20th century. That's our religion. What's our belief system today? Like 500 years ago, if you would have asked somebody, he would say, what is the basis of life? It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the Trinity. So what's today? What's the basis of our universe today, according to the 20th century belief system? So if you don't know why something happens, what do you say? Why? How is it possible? Let's say homeopathy. You don't know how it works. What do you say how it works? By what means?
Information.
No. This is advanced. But what are all the people out there saying when they go to a homeopath or Reiki practitioner or a... Huh?
Placebo.
Huh?
Placebo effect?
Placebo. No, well, that's the other side. But what are those who go to them? Those who say placebo, they are not going to them. But those who go to those people, homeopathy, Reiki, some distant healing, some acupuncture, energy medicine. Yes, so all this is just energy medicine. Why? Because Einstein told us everything is energy. So, of course, even something we don't understand, it must be energy, because Einstein told us everything is energy. So now we have our complete religion. That's our religion. And what was completely missing in this picture was information. Because information is not energy. Why? Well, Einstein said information is just a modulation state of energy. So what I'm doing now, I modulate the air with sound energy. But really, the modulation that's on top of it is the information that I put on these sound waves. That's what you are here for. You are not here for the energy, for my energy. You're not for this. But you want to listen to something, you want to learn something. And that's information. But we have to understand that's nothing. For physics today, information is nothing. It is just a modification state of energy. But in itself, information does not exist. And that's what they have, why they have the problem with homeopathy. Homeopathy, you cannot measure any energy. No device can measure any energy. neither electric, magnetic, sound, light. And there's some, they say they found those energies, but if they would have been able to reproducibly show those, they would have won Nobel Prize now. Because this is what science wants. It wants to show everything is energy. But they could not. So now, what is homeopathy? Like, they all tried to make it physical. They tried to explain it with some maybe clusters of water that are created there. But when you give globuli, sugar, where's the cluster there? So the simple fact was that already Hahnemann knew it's an information. And he said, even when you do the succussion of your potencies, you do it on a Bible. Not on some book or some tables, but on the Bible. Why this? Because everything affects everything on an informational level, but not on an energetic level, because there is no energy that's measurable. So then some people say, well, but it is an energy, but it's not yet measurable. It's so subtle that today's instruments just cannot measure it. So because, why do they say this? Because they are believers of Einstein, of the 20th century religion, where he says everything is energy. So why do I say that's also nonsense? Because information is not under the laws that are defined for energy. Energy is defined as that quantity that is not changing in transformation. That's the number one law of physics. It's the law of conservation. So if you have some amount of heat and you divide it on two equal sized rooms, each room will be only half the temperature. If you take a piece of ice and you put it in a glass of water, it will cool down the water. But if you double the amount of water, the amount it goes down will be only half. Because this is the law of conservation of energy. It's proportionality. So now, why is this not the case for information? And that's my argument why information is not just another energy. See, how much more information would I need if I had not here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 listeners, but let's say 10,000. How much more information would I need? Same amount. See, this is amazing because let's say if I want to give some energy to 10,000 people, I would need just 10,000 times the amount. But information, this we can see in also especially now on the internet, is not under the law of quantity. If now, let's say for this broadcast, we have, let's say 10 listeners, it's one thing. And if we would have like 10,000 people, how much more energy would we need in this computer?